Hello everyone, welcome back to the daily health readings on Tweaker Taco, Deluded, Demented Don Cornholio, Satan's Girlfriend. Oh my goodness. Okay, this one's for Thursday, August 7th, 2025. Only my cards, only the cards to reflect the truth of his health or what he's doing, how it's going to go for him. There, okay. All right, so, well, looks like he's getting what he wants in the morning. Morning's up here. Forces in motion for the whole day with Nine of Cups, of course, is, comfort and happiness and rewards, and he feels successful. But, hands over your tummy, over your chest, like, this, in the red hat, this is a little bit like the smug merchant is one of the keywords for, or a couple of the keywords for this card. But when it comes to health, this is a card of gluttony and drugs and alcohol and obesity. And because it's ruled by Jupiter, we're talking liver problems probably and high blood pressure, all those things that come with overweight. But yeah. Oh, I forgot. Kitty time. Yeah, and you guys are cracking up because I don't have a cat. Okay, so his big challenge for the day is that secrets are going to be coming out. People are talking about him because of Epstein. When we have the High Priestess ruled by the moon, you can see the moon down here by her feet. But even if it came in upright, I still have to read it as a reversal. Because it came in as a reversal, it's like doubly reversed. So this is all of his unprocessed emotional reactions, coming from the past that he hasn't healed, that lead to gout. Also, it's my card for dehydration and vision problems. But, this is one of those cards related to all the, the fluid balance in the body. So those things don't run clearly. Things don't work well in the body if we don't do our own personal process work and feel all of our feelings and open up to, this is the higher self, right? In the tarot, we have the Fool card, the Zero card, that is our card for going through each one of the major arcana gateways to personal evolution. And in the first card we encounter the Magician, which helps us to understand that we have all the tools within to create pretty much everything on this planet. It's not perfect here, but we can do a good job. And then after we decide what we want, and we're coming from a place of, tapping into our skills and our talents, then we have to take it to our higher selves and ask, okay, is this a good thing to create? Would this help everyone else? Would this do more than just take care of me? Or would I be harming the planet? Or would I be harming other humans? He doesn't care about that. So of course he gets that card reversed. Okay, so we had the Death card upright yesterday over here next to the Chariot in the morning. And I think what I probably was supposed to really tune into with the, because this card is ruled by Scorpio. And Scorpio rules everything in the body that has to do with reproduction and elimination. So it reminded me this morning, I'm reading this reading I'm doing at about 1, it's late for me, about 1 p.m. Wednesday. So his reading for Wednesday if something isn't, terribly wrong, I think that it would have to do with diverticulitis, because I had this dream. I forgot about, my dream that I dreamt he was, it was one of the first things when I woke up, so I wouldn't forget. My guides tend to do that for me. But I dreamt I was in a restaurant eating with a friend, and then way across the other side of the room, the restaurant, was him sitting with a friend. And because I have hearing that's like my smell's like a hound dog, and my hearing is like, I don't know, a bat or a moth or there are certain moths, I guess, that hear really well, but probably like a bat or an owl or something like that. Anyway, I overheard him saying, or my guides let me hear that, he was telling his friend that he has to be careful what he eats nowadays because he gets diverticulitis. That is a problem with the colon. So this card is definitely relates to diverticulitis. But now today, this morning, coming through, it still rules. This is our card of, persons, like I said, reproductive areas and sexuality. But it also rules the bladder and the colon and prostate. And, if you're a woman, it's your ovaries. If you're a male, it's, testes and all those other places. So reversed, this card is his inability, or his resistance, I should say. It's because he certainly is able to make changes, but he won't. This is his resistance to change, and he's not able to move on. And because of, because he's holding on for dear life. Remember, he's only in the White House because SCOTUS gave him, or I should say Scrotus, gave him immunity. Otherwise, he'd been in prison. He might be at a club fed, but he'd be locked up if we had any justice in our country. So, yeah, we can chalk it up to Alito and Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito, Clarence Thomas. What's the other guy? The one that swore him in, the justice, Chief Justice. Yeah, my ass. What's his name? Roberts. And then there's Gorsuch, and then Kavanaugh. Rapist himself. So there's that. And he's in, and he wants to stay there. He doesn't want to get out of there. So he's holding on for dear life, because this is a card of survival. It's also a card of bites. And when he was, I think we had this card for him when he was in Scotland. Well, I'm positive, because I remember. We had this card when he was in Scotland. He got swarmed with those midges and had some bites, I'm sure, there. But, it could be a dog bite, snake bite, bug bite. But this is survival issues and major power and control problems. So there you go. Oh, great. And then we have, whoa, sheesh. Okay, so with the Hanged Man, it's not reversed, but it's still there. He's in suspension. He's supposed to look at life from a lot of different angles. Here we are, 4 cards in, and 3 of them are majors. This gateway, we're supposed to look at things from different angles and get different perspectives and surrender and let go. Let go, let God. Not him. No, he thinks he is God. Well, we all are a piece of God, but his little God particle is just so covered up with crusty soul substance that you can't. The light just doesn't shine through. It shocks me that he just has this tremendous will to push himself around, but he'll pay the price. So this card, because it's ruled by Neptune, we're in the lymphatic system. It's also a card that rules the feet. It's not reversed, so I can't say anything about, him going insane today, but we know he has unconscious delusions, so I can say that. We know he's a friggin' traitor. We know Putin's been his friend, and now he's pulling all kinds of things, acting like he's fighting against Putin. Like, no, he's not. That's all a big ruse. Okay. Midday, Ten of Swords, and the Strength card. So, well, maybe this is trying to tell me that because, Friday is August 8th. Eights are about power. All the eights are ruled by the Strength card. It's 8-8 Lionsgate portal. That's coming through in his 12th house of self-undoing, undoing his own power. And then the next day, Saturday, the full moon's coming in his 6th house of health in Aquarius, ruling his nervous and circulatory system. So there's that. But anyway, maybe midday has some betrayal. Has some at least upper back pains. I doubt he goes for acupuncture, but maybe he would. I don't know. He might be trying some different things. But this is a card of collapsing, being betrayed, stabbed in the back, loss, endings. It's a 10. It's done. Put a fork in it, right? And it might be a betrayal of another Leo in his life. I mean, I know this is a woman here, but this is definitely, J.D. Vance's card, because he's a Leo. But what's he going to do was one of my questions. He might have a major betrayal, and then he may very well just get up and because remember what he did with the staged assassination, right? He got up and the fight and all that crap. Meanwhile, somebody else died. Wonder how much that kid's family got paid. Anyway, for entertainment only. That's just not very entertaining to me. So, I don't know any other Leos that I'm not thinking of any. Well, there's J.D. Vance. There's that Scott Bessent. He's a Leo. So it could be being betrayed by J.D. Vance. Oh, I remember Florence over Moods of Florence. She's on Blue Sky with me, and she comments here all the time. I thank you so much, Florence, for all you share my videos and everything. I'm so grateful to you. She let me know in a comment this morning that J.D. Vance was holding a meeting with cabinet members, and apparently Trump was going to make some kind of an announcement today. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's about that, because I did ask what's he going to be doing. So he's going to be resisting, and I don't know. Is he going to cave in and surrender to something? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. My goodness, another major in the evening. He's making plans. Now, this card is also related to neurological problems, nervous system disorder sometimes. And even though it's not reversed, one of the reversed meanings to me is somebody who's just constantly lying and is a major scam artist. So I think maybe I just had a bad card flop there, because unless it's someone else. Mercury rules Gemini. This could be what's his face, Hog's Breath. There's that possibility. He has a lot of air sign people in his cabinet or administration. Laura Loomer, yeah, and Natalie Harp still follows him around everywhere. So anyway, this is evening. You know what? This does look to me like making an announcement. Because, Mercury ruling Gemini, this is one of his cards. So, yeah. Okay. This does look like an announcement being seen, and he thinks he's got some kind of victory going on. So we'll see what comes out. Then later in the evening, he doesn't really believe in himself, and that's not having such a good time. But maybe he's going to see if he can get Caroline Levitt to come in and have ice cream with them again. Yeah. So the Stars card, though, when it comes to health, because, we're talking reversed, it is definitely, again, nervous system, circulatory system, ankles, legs. His legs are, his ankles are, God, they've got to be swelling. Also, this is a card of feeling under the weather, so he's not sleeping well. This is a card of spasms and sometimes a seizure. And what does he do? Does he drink? Does he call a couple of female friends? And is there something over the phone? I mean, ugh. Okay, let's see what's at the bottom. 4 of Pentacles reversed and the 2 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so these 2 cards are foundational for the whole day and are very strongly related to the whole day, just like these 2. So with the 4 of Pentacles reversed, of course, this is somebody who's really greedy and materialistic. He might make an announcement that causes the market to crash. With the 2 of Pentacles reversed, I'm sorry, I should go back to the health. Sorry. It's ruled by Capricorn, so we're talking, digestion, knees. He could have a head cold, because he often is very congested. Yeah, so anyway. Or maybe he's making plans for some more tax evasion. This is a tax evasion card for me. Also, he could be, it's a card for fraud when it's reversed, and sometimes it has to do with like letting go, like liquidating assets. So I wonder about that. That's very possible. But if he does, it's because he knows what he's going to, announce, and that's the whole thing. Like selling short. He could be doing a short sale during the day for himself and his family and his cronies. Then he lets everybody know, because there's going to be an announcement later in the evening that he knows is going to affect the market, probably with tariffs, more than likely with tariffs. Okay, 2 of Pentacles reversed is somebody who's really disorganized, really unbalanced. They just waste time. They do whatever they want. When it comes to health, swollen joints, arthritis, maybe a sore throat. So, okay, well, more kitty time. And if you like the video, hit the like button. Help a girl out. Okay, love you guys. Oh, and join me live. I'll be live this Thursday at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and just accordingly. Okay, bye.